Hey everybody, welcome to Fixing Things. Today is fabricating things, I think. You know what that is? That's the grill of my truck. Why is it off my truck? Not only that, where is the big old dent that used to be in the front? My son, and cousin Roger helped me pull all the dents and beat them out, picked and filed, and got the dents out of it. But why is it off my truck? Why is it off the me-haul truck? Because today, we're either gonna ruin the truck or we're gonna make it awesometicity to the maximus. On this episode of Fixing Things, we're gonna build a tilt front end for the me-haul truck. Or I'm gonna ruin it. Pray for me. All right, so the idea here is to mount some hinges down here. I got one just shoved into the hole right here for now. That's the type of hinge, the same hinges I used on my son's generator door. These things are heavy duty, got grease fittings in them. And they should be more than adequate to hold the front end up. I've seen some rinky-dink things on YouTube on tilt front ends using a lot less, and they seem to work. But we're gonna cut it from, there's a support in here, right past the support at a slight angle, just a slight angle, across here. This way is gonna give me a way to get in and work, because this old man is hard. I contemplated last night a lot. Should I or should I not cut the front end off this truck? Should I do it for content? Then I thought to myself, I'm not going to do it for content, because even though content is good for the channel, it may ruin my truck. And I don't want to ruin my truck. And look at it, it's beautiful. But when you notice over here, the inner fender wells are not even connected to the body. So once you cut the fenders, there's nothing holding the back end of this up. So the only thing holding it is two bolts right here. One going down through here, through a rubber bushing, goes through another rubber bushing. One right here goes down through, it goes through this rubber bushing and through a rubber bushing down here. That's all that's gonna be holding the front end on the truck, is two bolts. So there's not much holding the front end on anyways. They got it, my stand's falling apart. They got the mounts close together so that it can have movement in the truck when it's going, on terrain that's kind of not squared up. So I'm thinning. I'm gonna get all the wires, get the battery. The truck's gonna be in this position for a while. So hopefully the people I got living in the back room, Roger and his wife Nancy, don't get too mad, because it's parked right in their parking spot. And my wife is not too mad, but I left her room to get her lawnmower out. Bumblebee. She has a transformer. So I think the first thing I got to do is support the radiator from falling on the cross member, and then unbolt the radiator. Then take everything out, take the battery out and all that stuff. Take all the wires, the hoses, and everything off the inner fender wells. And we're going to be mounting the battery over here on the passenger side step. We're going to cut a hole, put a nice hinge on it, make a nice shelf with supports, and make a setup to where I can run dual batteries. Originally, that's what I had in the truck before, dual batteries. It doesn't need dual batteries. It didn't come with dual batteries, but I'm gonna have it set up so I can put dual batteries in it. I can't remember why I had dual batteries, but I put dual batteries in it. I had one here, this is the one I built for it. And then I had one here, and you notice there's not even a hole, there's not even a place to mount a battery no more. It's all rusted through. So once I get this all off, I'm gonna take all this up, clean it up. I'm gonna weld some more sheet metal in here. Maybe not on this episode, but we are gonna do that. And it's gonna be able to allow me to get to the things of the truck. Like, I still gotta support my brake lines. Brakes are working awesome on the truck. Oh, I'm so pleased. The brakes they're killer. They stop on a dime. I mean, boom, boom. But the support, put some supports on the line that goes across the back of firewall. And I gotta get started on this thing, or I'm never gonna get done. I'm just gonna keep talking. But my plans are for today: get this front end to tilt, get it up out of the way, and build the radiator support. That's my goal for today. On this episode of Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. Hey, like and subscribe. This is gonna be, I don't know, technical. I don't know if I'm gonna mess the truck up or not. But goodness gracious, let's get this thing done. All right, so I got the radiator held up by the wooden blocks. So when we do cut the front end, it's not gonna fall. So the thing is these are the hinges I got. And somehow I wanna mount these up here. I don't know if I'll mount them like that. Actually, that's not a too bad idea. But what I want this thing to be in such a way where it's not going to be so much gravity holding it down so it wouldn't be impossible to tilt. So I got to come up with a method. See that? This way it's already kind of tilting forward. Maybe notch it a little bit. Do something here. That's not too bad away. This was another idea I was thinking, like this. It gives me access to my Zerk fitting, gives me plenty of welding. This is a pretty thick piece of cross member. It's holding up the front end now. this is it right here. This is it. Weld it on right here. Weld me a piece of thick steel onto this. That's it. It's already ready to go into the down position. Perfect. Alright, everything's off of this fender. Now on to the next fender. So everything that's under this here is for the van body, the box truck. So it has relays and little safety things in there, so it doesn't short out. And if it does, it doesn't stop the truck from shorting out inside the cab and burning up. So I want to relocate all this stuff. I'll probably make a mount that's similar to this but lighter weight. This is going to be something to bump my head on, and I'll transfer all that up there. Okay, all the electrical is now, and hoses and everything else is now disconnected from the inner fender wells. That means when we make the cuts, it's not going to be pulling on anything. I may have to do this little bit of wiggling. We're going to be doing some rerouting, doing some wire extensions for the headlights and the blinker lights and stuff. And wires are going to have to be extended. I got some brand new LEDs coming. They're exactly like this, but they're LED. I guess it's time to mount those hinges on the front. So let's pull these off and clean these up. All right, so I was right. The one hinge was bent a little bit different than the other. These two hinges are pretty much the same. But before I weld these in and tack them on really good, I want to clean up the metal up here. It may be harder to grind after I tack this in. We'll clean this up because I'm going to make my support that comes out, and I want something to weld to. All right, so I made me some brackets here, about 2 5/8 inch long. I'm gonna weld them right to this and weld them to this hinge. I suppose if I had to get the hood off, I just take these two bolts out here off. So that way I have a means of taking the front end off the truck if I need to. Should be all right. Let's weld this thing. All right, it's resting on the hinges. I put this clamp on over here to level it out before I welded it, since the truck is not sitting level. I think it's time for water. Dehydrated. Whew. Last week it was like cold out. This week it's hot. We almost got a tilt front end. It's about time we cut the fenders. That's the no turning back. I mean, I can ride it like this without doing any more. Once I cut the fenders, there's no coming back. Let's do it. Let's do it. After I get a water. I gotta cut the radiator support out. Then it's ready to tilt. Oh, long day. I am tired. Did you know something? I got it to tilt. It ain't finished, but I got it to tilt. It's late, sun's going down. I'm tired and hungry, definitely thirsty. Been out here all day. But what did I get accomplished? You know, something that's not very heavy. That's not bad for one day. I'm gonna get back on it tomorrow, but today I'm done. I mean, now I can get right up here in the motor. Look, I could touch things. I could touch the starter. You know how hard that was before? It was hard. We got to build us a radiator support here now. Attach it to the frame. One on both sides. I still got to raise it up another inch and a half. Right now it's just floating. It'll be all right. But it works good. It's actually not very heavy. I was surprised. Everyone said, oh, it's gonna be too heavy. I mean, look. I just go right up in here. Get right behind the tire. See that? And I'm like right up in here on the motor. Look, I'm actually right there. That's what this is for. So, you know, bigger trucks. But now let's see how easy it closes. You see me just open it. We'll try one-handed. Ooh, my finger was behind the radiator. I know. Oh, look at that thing sits like this. Listen, it's going to sit perfect when I get done with it. I'm going to build up a lip underneath this one side right here and wrap it all the way around on the inside. And that piece will sit right on that. We're gonna put some edging on it. It's gonna be sharp. It's gonna be sharp. Same thing with the other side. We'll get the grill back on there. There's my hinges. That's it for today. Not the end of the thing. Hey, like and subscribe. I'm going in and get something to eat. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, so it's the next day and it's raining. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done. First it said yesterday it wasn't gonna rain. Now it's gonna be like off and on all day. So I went ahead and bit the bullet, and I'm gonna see what I can get done. If I don't get much done, then that'll be the end of the video for today. And I'll take it up next week. My plan was today was to get the hood mounted, get the little structures in here that will line the thing up, and also stiffen the sheet metal, because now it's just bare sheet metal floating. And yeah, and make the radiator core support that stops the hood from leaning over too far. So I don't know where we start. Maybe we'll start with the supports, because that way I ain't gotta have the ladder holding it up. And I'm gonna try to keep you guys in the dry. But it flips. That's what I'm talking about. It's the first time today. I'm not sure if this is the best angle. Maybe I'll go a little deeper with it. It does work, but my head's right up in here. I could probably tilt it a little more. So my idea for the core support is to come off of here with a piece of metal, then have another piece of metal where it kind of hooks to. That's my plan. So I'm gonna get started on that. And hopefully you guys will stay dry watching me get wet. I got my radiator support in. That's what I was working on in fast motion there. And as you can see, I got it just at 90, and the other side's just before 90 also, going the same direction. But I got it welded in here, and it's all bolted in place now. Not bad. Show you the other side so you know that I'm not lying. It started to rain on me when I was in there welding. So just before 90, same direction. And that's where I'm at next. So what I plan on doing is right here. I gotta be careful, this is hot. Is having something that comes out and grabs a piece of something that comes off, and that will stop the hood from, but the problem is it's gonna hit that, so I may have to bring it out some. That's what I'm gonna have to do, bring it out past this right here. Yep, that's what I'm gonna have to do. And then put a gusset plate in here. So take a lot of the stress. There shouldn't be that much stress on this. It's just holding up the radiator. But you know, frame twisting and everything else. I mean the radiator floats anyways because the hood moves because it's only sitting on rubber bushings on the chassis. So I may put some rubber washers between the radiator and the thing, so no frame rail is going to be stressing on the radiator. But that's another project. So right now I'm going to build the hood supports, and it's looking like rain, so I gotta hurry up and get this thing done. I should be okay with tire travel, so the tire should come in here, and it's going to be out of the way of the hood support. But if I'm not careful, it's going to hang down below my bumper, and that'll look ugly. So I may be able to put it on. Yeah, I'll put it over there. That's what I'm going to do. I want to get the hood mounted on there too. I don't know, maybe I should do that first. No, keep rolling. All right, so here's what I got done. I welded this piece on here and I welded it around so it's binding quite a bit, holding the load. And I got this piece of angle iron I hit with a sledgehammer and put the crease in it so I'd have more to bite to. And it seems to work pretty good. There's actually not much load on it. Not bad. Check the closing test. I think it's time to get that hood on there. So here's what it looks like hanging down. So it won't be seen because the bumper hangs down lower than that. And one hand. Not bad. Not bad for old man. All right, let me see if we can't get this hood on. This hood here is a pickup hood. The hood's exactly the same, but the rubber stoppers that on the hood from the original hood are different. So we just take a little bit of grinder and make them look similar. The fenders are fatter on this edge. Let's see if she'll sit down now. was tight. Two more screws. Gotta get down. All right. There's a lip right here. You can't really see it from where you're at. My shirt is hooked. All right. It's like really close to being done. Still gotta, want to put an edge around this right here, so it's thicker. It has something to sit on. And then double this one up a little bit. Maybe put a little round bead in it. So don't want it to look factory. There it is. I'm beat. I want to thank Roger for helping me get the hood up there. And dummy me, I hit the button, but it didn't record. I'll show you what it looks like with it down. It is a lot heavier with the hood on it. I'm probably gonna. But not bad. Factory tilt front end. Tilt front end. I think that's going to be it for this episode of Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. Sun's going down. It rained all day. I'm damp. I think that was a good. This is a good project. You can do these to the pickup trucks models too. I did have some problems. The rubber stoppers on the hood. The F600 rubber stoppers are different than the rubber stoppers on the hood's exactly the same, but the rubber stoppers, and it wasn't allowed the hood to come down where it needed to be. But she's down there now and she's looking good. I still got to put the grill in. There's a grill support up in here, but I got the support for the radiator. All that's in. Man, it looks good. Looks good. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe if you like these things. Like my videos. Look at that. What's not to like, man? That's pretty rad right there. The fitment is good. I ain't even got the fenders adjusted yet. And it looks pretty good. Not bad. I gotta do some rubber stopperage on the top of the hood to keep it in line. The old ones are wore out, but it's good to go. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I tell you what, yesterday was hot. Even though it was rainy today, it was a blessing. God bless each and every one of you.